Hey Tamar, I wanted to give you a little tutorial for these because these are easy enough to swap out, but because of, again, we talked about this a little bit, because of the way this thing works, I'm not able to create those logos to be pulled in by the customizer. They have to be sort of brought in a different way. So let me kind of break it down for you so you can get a good feel for what we're doing. Let me show you the moving parts here. If we go into edit code, and again that's online store, and then over to edit code. Let me show you first the section that's driving that. It's called testimonials liquid. It's under the sections part here. I don't really need to know much about this other than this little snippet of code here is what is repeating every time you add a new testimonial. So right now there's 6. It's repeating 6 times, and that means there are 6 logos and 6 places that you need to be thinking about. So other than that, we're going to just not worry too much about testimonials liquid, and I want to take you down here under assets, basically to style.css.liquid. And let's see, come all the way down to line 7141 basically. That is where the slider logos go. So I've marked that little spot to tell you where the slider logos start. And what you're going to see here is a series of images. SF, San Francisco Chronicle slider PNG, Forbes slider PNG, Fast Company slider PNG, BuzzFeed, Sway, 7x7. So there's 6. You can see I've got them numbered. This is the beginning. This is the second child, third child. I got these out of order. Fourth child, fifth child, sixth child. Let me just change these around so that they're all in child order. Let's go make sure I didn't break anything. Okay, good. All right, now all you need to do is replace one of these, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I believe you have Photoshop now, and so whoops. So these images are all, they have to be the exact same size. They have to be 150 by 38. Otherwise something's going to get wacky and out of place. So all you're going to do is go to File and then New, and you're going to create a new file that is 150 pixels wide, 38 pixels high. There's your template for the logo. So I'm just going to save that, save as, and then you can save this to your local file called logos or slider, and it's going to give it a PSD extension, etc. Now all I want to do is place. I want to use the so let's say you got a nice write-up in Time Magazine and you've downloaded the Time Magazine logo. So all I'm going to do is go to File, and I'm going to come down to Place Embedded. And then I'm going to go find that Time Magazine logo, and I'm going to click it, and it's going to, now it clicks it with this little, or it inserts it with this little transform box around it. Just hit enter to get rid of that. Now you have your Time logo that is automatically sized height and width wise to fit within that 150 by 138 box. Now the next thing I want to do is make it black. So I'm going to go to Edit. No, actually I'm going to, let me show you what we need to do here. Since we placed this, we need to rasterize it. So I'm going to come down here in the layers, and your layer section could be in a different spot. If you need to find it, just go to view, or excuse me, go to window and then layers, and it'll bring up your layers thing. Right click on that and come up to rasterize layer, and that's going to rasterize it. It's going to make it editable. So now we come to image, adjustments, and desaturate. No, take that back. Image, adjustments, hue, saturation, and over here in the lightness, I'm just going to take it all the way to black. Now I want to save it. File, export, export as. Alright, so then I'm going to save this. I'm going to export it as we're just going to call it time underscore slider, and it'll give it the PNG extension. Alright, so now I have my image. Now I'm going to come back over here to the website. I need to upload that image. So I'm going to go to Assets, Add New Asset, choose File. I'm going to come to that particular file. And that is where? Right there. Time for slider, upload asset. Now, that is now uploaded. It's called time underscore slider PNG. So I want to come back down to line 7141, and wherever I added this, whether it was the first, second, third, you need to know which position you added it in. If it took the place of sway, for example, you're going to replace sway slider PNG with time slider PNG. So time underscore slider PNG. Save it, which is Control S, or click the little button, and that will then take the place of sway. And assuming that you've added that text there as well, that it will be right there when your Time magazine text is right there.